Ja, da sind wir wieder auf der NAMM 2013 hier am Stand von Focusrite Innovation und im Moment geht es um das neue Interface aus der USB-Serie, Scarlett 18i20 heißt das schöne Teil. Und ja, thanks David for showing us a bit about that awesome new product, and it's like the biggest one in the Scarlett line yet.
That's right.
And a lot of inputs, a lot of outputs. What's it got?
All right, well, it's got 18 inputs and 20 outputs. You have the 2 analog mic pre's here in the front, which also have instrument level inputs, so you just activate right here. You also have 6 mic pre's on the back. So you have 6 XLR 1/4-inch combos that can accept mic or line inputs. You also have 20 outputs on this unit, so you have 10 line outputs here, including your monitor outputs. You have ADAT in and out, so it's 8 channels of ADAT. We have word clock output, which is actually a first on our USB interfaces. It's really nice if you want to sync another device. You have USB 2, of course. You have MIDI in and MIDI out, so it's also a MIDI interface. And you have SPDIF in and SPDIF out as well. This unit does use our existing Scarlett mix control software, so it's a latency-free DSP mixer where you can route audio in and out of your computer. Also has monitor control with dim and mute buttons. It has 2 headphone jacks, each with their own independent volume control. And you can also create your own headphone mixes for each jack, so if you have 2 singers, they can each have their own headphone mix. It has built-in pads on the first 2 inputs as well, so if you have a guitar with really hot pickups, or if you're recording drums and you need a pad, that's pretty nice to have too. And it also looks really, really nice in my opinion.
It's pretty much the exact same thing as the Sapphire range, but with USB connectivity.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's kind of the USB brother of the Pro 40, I guess. And the Pro 40 is a really popular interface that we have. It's a really solid unit, and we think that this is going to do really well as well.
Okay, quick translation from my side, then we're going to go back to availability and stuff like that. Ja, Scarlett 18i20 ist im Prinzip Pendant zum Sapphire Pro 40, was man ja schon kennt mit Firewire-Anschluss. Ihr habt 8 Mikrofoneingänge, ihr habt 10 Outputs analog, ihr habt ADAT rein und raus mit 8 Kanälen, ihr habt SPDIF, das sind 2 Kanäle, und ihr habt natürlich MIDI-Interface auch noch mit dran. Das erste Mal dabei, Word Clock Output, also ihr könnt andere Geräte damit clocken, um die zu versorgen, ja, mit 44,1 Kilohertz, 48. Is it up to 192 kilohertz or what's the max?
96 kilohertz.
96, okay. But on all channels with all the DSP power, stuff like that?
Correct. If you're at 96 kilohertz, each ADAT input will accept 4 rather than 8. If you want the full 8, then you would be at 44.1 or 48.
Okay. So when's it coming out, the big question?
It should be hitting stores in March, and it should have a street price of $499.
So under 500 then, and pretty much the same for Germany than in euros, usually?
Yeah, it should be right around there.
Okay, so thanks very much for that first impression, and we're going to move on to another cool interface, which is actually for iPad.
All right, iTrack Solo. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, kurze Pause und dann geht's weiter mit dem iTrack Solo. Und, links neben mir ist das Focusrite iTrack Solo. And David, what's that have in store for us?
Well, the iTrack, excuse me, the iTrack Solo is a 2 input, 2 output interface for the iPad. It has 1 Focusrite mic pre and then 1 input for a guitar or line level instrument. Here on the back, we have 2 outputs for your monitors, and then you also have the device link that connects to the iPad, and then USB that can provide power, or it can actually connect to your computer, and it's also an interface for Mac and PC as well. So it's kind of a hybrid interface.
And you also have like the LED, so we can hear like the mic when we do something. It lights up green if the level is good, and orange if it's a bit too much, and red if it's yeah.
That's right.
If it's like that.
So you have the halo indicators, which is really nice. It gives you a really nice idea of where your signal is. Of course, you have 48-volt phantom power and the gain for the second input. You have monitor control, which also controls the headphone output and the speaker output as well. And you have a direct monitor control, so that you can also just kind of plug in and get power and just send audio straight through the unit, which is really nice.
So no latency on the headphones then, that's a good thing.
Correct.
And as you can see here, it works with GarageBand, pretty much any DAW program for iPad.
That's right, it works with GarageBand really well. It also works with Aria really well, which is the 48-track DAW, and that's a lot of fun. So using it in Aria is a whole lot of fun. You can just keep multi-tracking over and over again. You can do 2 at one time. So it's really interesting. But we actually like using it in GarageBand just because it's so simple and so easy. It sounds really nice too. It's also compatible with the iPad 4, just using the Apple's Lightning to 30-pin adapter, which is nice. And yeah, it's a really simple, really great way to get professional recording on your iPad.
When's it coming out?
It's out already now.
That's a good thing?
It's out now, yes it is. And I believe it's $159, I'll double check that. Yes, $159.99.
So that's a good interface for mobile well, working with iPad and iPod, stuff like that. Quick Translation, also wir haben das iTrack Solo mit 2 Inputs, 2 Outputs. Es ist ja, voll iPad-kompatibel mit einem Adapter auch zum iPad 4 zum Beispiel, mit dem Lightning Connector. Wir haben 48 Volt Phantomspeisung mit dabei für Kondensatormikrofone, Gitarren-Input. Wir haben die Halo-Indicators, wie sie so schön heißen, also die LED-Kränze, die uns sagen, ob ich genug Pegel habe oder zu wenig oder zu viel. Monitor-Level-Regler. Wir können auf Direct Monitoring umschalten, um latenzfrei abzuhören. Und auf der Rückseite eben mit Cinch dann die Outputs. Das hier ist die Verbindung zum iPad selbst. Und wir haben natürlich noch die Stromversorgungsmöglichkeit oder als Interface-Anbindung an den Rechner. Das Teil gibt schon um die 150 €. Und mit den Eindrücken vom iTrack Solo erstmal zurück zu euch.